Hello, everybody. Anime Reflux. This is nostalgia. Anime Reflux, kind of, sort
That
of.
what we're gonna is that what we're calling it?
I guess. I mean, this anime basically inspired us to have like a 5 minute conversation before recording about what 2006 was like. So yeah, some of us remember it, some of us don't. Uh, Maple Story. It was an MMO also ran kind of in the World of Warcraft era where everyone was trying to do MMOs. And it actually tried to do something different. It did like a 2D side scrolling thing, which was actually kind of neat and unique. I don't think anyone else ever did that.
As somebody who has always loved side-scrolling platformers, that approach actually was what really hooked me. Was the side-scrolling nature of it,
Yeah.
playing me quite a lot. It's just that once you get to a certain level, the grinding and the leveling gets really ridiculously slow. To the point where I think they patched it multiple times to make it easier to level up.
I,
Um,
I think you're
yeah.
going to be our resident expert on Maple Story for this round.
Hmm.
It's been a long time, and I know that Maple Story 2 is out right now, and apparently it's good and actually fun.
Okay. I'll take people's word for it and not play it anyway because it's an
Yeah, I'm not
MMO
going to
still.
play it either. I don't have time for my MMO.
Yeah. That's a lot of time investment, and it constantly pressures you to spend more time in it, which I don't want.
Yeah,
I've,
game. Don't tell me to play you. I'll play you when I feel like it.
I have enough things trying to waste my time. I don't really need more. So yeah, Maple Story was a thing, and it apparently got an anime adaptation that is like the Care Bears with really weak source references to Norse mythology, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, review over. We can move on to the
I
podcast thing.
I hope you're not considering the world tree thing as a reference to Norse mythology.
I mean,
Just
technically it is, but I think the main dude's dad was named Gundra, which is a very Norse kind of name. Was it Gundra? Was it?
I don't think so. Doesn't sound right.
Or it started with G. It's hard to remember a lot of things about this anime, but yeah,
I think this entire anime episode takes place on the tutorial island, which makes
Probably.
sense. So,
maybe yeah, that would make sense. So
also, I completely forgot that Maple Story actually had a story. So, yeah, that's
I,
how
I,
much of
I
an impact it left on my life.
I think that one might be on you. It's kind of self-explanatory on that particular front, but it was an MMO, so no one actually noticed the story. Sad times. So this anime opens with the end of the world. Basically, it's a very nice end of the world where some giant skeleton dude is trying to attack the world tree, and it stops him from destroying the world tree, except it gets destroyed anyway, and some humans are trying to fight the skeleton dude, and for some reason, all of the monster dudes are like, hey, it looks like the humans are destroying the world tree, except there's also the skeleton dude that they all seem to be ignoring, which is a little weird.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, so then we skip forward in time and we get a narration that all of the creatures moved to Maple Island from the other one, Victoria, I think it was called. And they're all living together on this smaller island now, and they're in factions of the archers, warriors, mages, and thieves, and then the humans that they all hate because they blame them for destroying the world tree and continue to ignore the giant skeleton dude. that never really got explained. Also,
Don't worry
I
about
just call him Discount Skeletor.
yeah,
it.
yeah, that
Is
was
that
basically what it was.
Overlord?
Or, yeah.
Yeah, it's Einzulgaun. That's who that is. I know that name because cultural osmosis. Yay! So, there's monsters in the forest. There's a little mushroom dude, and he likes to collect rocks. I mean, that's literally the opening. This a little mushroom dude, and he likes to collect rocks.
I know, but it's funny to see it said out loud.
And there's some other dudes. One of them shaped like a thwomp, and there's another couple of things. I don't know what the fuck they are. And they want the
Snails.
rock, and then a dude shows up with pointy ears named Al, and he's got a rock tied to him. And he's like, no, don't steal his rock. That's not cool. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Also, you're a dumbass. And they leave, and then the Al dude leaves, and he goes to see the warriors, who are all Thwomp people, mostly, or something similar.
Thwomp people.
I mean, they are.
They're not Thwomp people. They're not rocks. Okay, they're just masks that look like rocks, and they're stocky individuals.
They're just enemy types that, can take a lot of damage and won't freaking die every time I hit them.
So yeah, they're training to be warriors because they're the warriors. And they want to come out to play. References.
Hey, you want to know a fun fact? That the orange mushroom in this, I believe the name is Kino.
Yep.
Was made into a cash shop pet you could buy in game. So spend that money
Cool.
to get this.
In fairness, the little mushroom dude was probably my favorite part of the show,
He's pretty
but
good.
that's not exactly a high bar to
But
cross.
that mushroom enemy is the most. You kill those things a lot. That's the most generic enemy in the game. That's their slime.
Okay. So, Big Boss Thwomp shows up. He's not actually a Thwomp. He's like, he reminds me of
Not a
something, but I
Thwomp.
don't remember what.
Not a Thwomp.
He's not a Thwomp. And he's like, do your training, and then Al shows up, and he's like, I'm gonna challenge you, and you're gonna take me on as a disciple. And he's like, fucking no, dude, we're made of rocks and bricks and shit. You're just kind of squishy. So he's like, okay, it's sparring, try and beat these guys, and he gets his butt kicked easily. He's like, I'll come back tomorrow, and the boss guy is like impressed because he keeps going and never gives up, and that's respectable and stuff. Also, humans are evil and shit. It's about as comfortably as that actually gets brought up in the show. Is, hey, let's talk about something else, and also humans are evil and shit. And then Al goes to another place. He sees the Archers, and they're playing music for some reason.
There's a bunch of rabbits playing. There's a bunch of rabbits playing violin for a dog with a fairy conducting them.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that this anime, to be true to the source material, since on the Crap Island, you should have red snails because that's a typical enemy type, and also the famous enemy type, Stump. It is a stump with an eye on it and legs.
I believe there were snails at one point. There was a big snail and a little snail on top of it.
But we need more snails because there's always tons of snails.
But no one likes them, clearly, from how you're talking about them.
Make it accurate. Snails everywhere. Kill snails until you're a level that matters.
Okay. You were right about Zero being the authority on this whole thing, so...
I am weirdly nostalgic about this. I don't know why.
Neither do I. So...
There's an enemy in the game called Horny Mushroom. I want you to consider that.
No.
Okay.
So... the concert is cool, apparently, and the dog's like, yeah, it was awesome, you jamming and shit. And he's like, also, humans are evil and shit. And then Al shows up, and he's like, you're gonna take me on as a disciple. He can't hold the bow because he's wearing stupid arm weights that you're not really supposed to carry that much weight on your arms. That's really stupid. But, yeah, they shoot at him because he's standing in front of one of the targets they use for archery practice because he's a moron. And then he leaves, and the boss dog dude is like, hey, you should all respect him because he keeps trying and he never gives up and stuff. Also, we need to find seeds of the world tree. That's also a thing. We need to bring that up because that's exposition for the next part of the show we forgot to bring up until now. So that's important. You'll see why in maybe a minute or so. So, Al goes home in his little treehouse kind of place. And he turns out to be human. He's just human and stuff. The ears were fake.
As was his shit tail.
I didn't even notice he had a tail.
Because that's how shit it was.
Fair enough. So, generic slice of life scenes. He's at home, they're eating vegetables. And then, next day, little mushroom dude is in the forest again, and he finds a shiny rock. And some dudes see the shiny rock and think, oh, wow, that must be a seed of the world tree, because we don't actually know what they look like, because this is just a legend. And if we get those, we can have a wish, and we can take over the island. All of them are like, hey, every other faction is a bastard for trying to take over the island. We need to take over the island. And that's what literally all of them have said. So, the Thwomp people chase down the mushroom because they want the seed of the world tree, as they think it is. And Al tries to protect the mushroom dude and runs away with him. And they get into a giant open field. And
the best place to hide.
Yeah. Especially when, as happens next, the archers show up, which means they literally can't run away because they just get shot. That's what would happen in a giant open field.
Everybody, if you're hiding from archers, the best place to go is a wide open field.
Clearly, they cannot hit you there. There's too much space. It'll drive them crazy with choice.
Yeah. So, with Al and the little mushroom dude in the middle, the archers and warriors start arguing with each other. They're like, hey, we need the seed of the mushroom tree. You guys are bastards. And no, you guys are bastards and stuff. Give us the seed. And then it turns out that it wasn't a seed of the mushroom tree. It was just a shiny rock. Possibly a gem, but it was just a shiny rock. Like,
he has a box of rocks that he likes to collect.
If you will allow me to just indulge myself in being a slight nerd again, I will just want to comment on the fact that freaking Thwomp guy, the Thwomp guys, right? With the Thwomp guy with the stone mask, that's a level 61 enemy right there. That's like really high level enemy. Why is that right next to a snail? Just like level whatever 5 or something or 2. You're screwing up my lore and my levels.
Okay.
I can't.
So, yeah, and the little mushroom dude is like, I was gonna string these rocks together to make a necklace for Mom and stuff. And Al's like, that's okay. I don't need a seed of the world tree anyway. I'm gonna get strong without using any shortcuts. And it's already a better anime than Naruto.
That's right. Put in your daily grind in your MMO and spend money on the cash shop items.
Oh God, that is the lesson of the story. That's the moral of this show. Keep grinding, kids.
Yep.
Yep.
So
that's outstanding.
Oh, and there's an outro bit with what I assume is the Thieves faction, because one of them's a fox and he's wearing goggles and he's looking sinister. And
They're not edgy enough for the Thieves faction.
okay, I don't fucking know. You're the expert. And there's the skeleton dude, I want to say, was there? I don't fucking know.
No, it was some princess type who was just lazing around saying, for the sake of Lord, whatever it was, you should stop talking to the three-tailed fox.
Yeah, but that happened, and then just after that, there was also the skeleton dude, I'm pretty sure.
I must have...
Just after that, there was a preview for the next episode. That was like the last bit, I think.
Really? Fair enough.
When you watch the director's cut?
Director's cut of Maple Story, the anime.
Complete with Colin Farrell. Standing on the elevator. Been awesome.
So, my impression of this was Care Bears with racism, basically.
My impression of this
So Japanese
was,
Care Bears.
it is a harmless anime of an MMO that is just like, keep grinding, kids. I don't really have too many complex thoughts on it because it's not a very complex anime at all.
This is just another one meant to sell you things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Blush, you got anything for us?
Yeah, it's just meh. No thoughts.
We didn't get nearly as much of Kenchi's color commentary about product promotion as we did with past animes. So
Because the only thing that brought him was the game itself. Just, hey, play this game. Invest your time and effort in this game. Work hard at this game. Because it's the only way to succeed.
Or just go on a private server where the leveling has been increased to a much faster speed and you can actually have fun with the game.
I mean, in fairness, they didn't actually promote the game at all. They didn't mention that it was also a game. It's just, this is a thing.
true. Well, is there more to say than that?
Not really.
Not really.
I wouldn't watch this.
Oh man, I feel kind of bad that Blush came back for this show of all shows. There's literally nothing to say about it.
Yeah, you should have come back from one of the awful ones.
I mean, it didn't strike me as
We had a
awful.
long stretch of just either okay or really bad, and then
But
it's just kind of meh.
it was stuff to talk about, though, was the thing.
Alright.
Oh,
Wow.
Maple Story. I remember when people would spend so much time in their character creator and then use their characters as their icons in any form online.
Oh yeah, that was a thing. Yeah, that was a thing. They did that with, what was it, Gaia Online as well?
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
sister play that.
Yeah.
I mean, just go to DeviantArt and type in Maple Story, see what happens.
I'm good.
No.
I'd rather not.
Alright. Kenshi, take it away.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
some mushroom dudes in provocative positions. That's not what I need in my life.
Shut
Not what I was
up!
going for at all, but I guess you might see that as well.
Thanks for that. By the way, the number for this week is 4.
D.
D.
91.
Alrighty. So out of 91, get 88, close to the back end.
Well, let's see what we've got here. The winner is Dual Parallel Trouble Adventures. And a reminder, Blush still has her veto.
Dual Parallel
yes, I
Trouble Adventures.
Okay.
Um,
Kazuki is plagued by visions of giant robots that no one else can see. Before Kazuki knows what is happening, he gets ensnared by a pretty face, and then a mad scientist experiment tosses him into a strange parallel world where his imagined dangers have become very real.
God, this looks old school.
Yeah.
This is some old school isekai mecha.
All right, let me see how long it is. Give me a second.
14 episodes.
Dubbed summary is a bit different. Kazuki Otsuga is your regular average nerd in high school, except he isn't smart. He has this website which relates to visions that only he can see. His visions are about robots who keep fighting each other battle after battle. One day he's sent to a parallel world where these visions exist, and he joins a company to fight back against the devious Ra, who wants to take over the world.
Lady Gaga's dangerous, guys.
It's a parallel world. We got the parallel Gaga. It's rah.
It also has the harem tag attached to it.
Don't worry about it.
I mean, it's probably following the Evangelion mold of... You could read it like that, but it's not really.
It's 25 minutes per episode.
All right. So what's the verdict?
Why not?
I don't mind.
Sounds good.
All right. That's that.
Works.
I wouldn't go that far, Blush, but yeah.
No, not actually good, but not terrible.
Passable.
Maybe.
Yeah.
There we go. That's the right word.
Sounds adequate. Okay.
I forget that the monsters in Maple Story go up to the millions in HP.
0. Shut up. We don't care about Maple Story. It's over.
I've forgotten it, and now I'm going back to it. And man, the sprite work was so good.
The time in your
Zero.
life is over.
Why do you have to become crappy 3D?
Do you want to play some Maple Story after this?
No.
So thanks for listening, everyone. We'll be back next week with Dual Parallel Trouble Adventures.
Why does
Hopefully,
it
it'll
try
be
to
a
steal
break.
my outro? I don't understand. Where, buddy?
Bye.
Bye.
Is it 40 billion HP?
Shut up.
I just remembered the archers were rabbits.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're not doing that. You missed your chance.
40 trillion HP.
Oh my god.